guys, welcome back to the vlog. New here, my name's Ariel. I'm a 31-year-old mom of two. I'm picking up the hobby of making YouTube videos about motherhood, fitness, wellness, non-toxic living, all the good stuff. And we're back, we're vlogging. It has been a minute. I feel like I said that when I started my last video too. We're just in the thick of it. You never know what's around the corner for you when it comes to toddlerhood and baby life. I have a 6-month-old now and a 2.5-year-old, so they're exactly 2 years apart. And every day is different, every month is different. And we've just been going through a little bit with our toddler. You never know how sleep is gonna go, what new development is around the corner, but we're here, we're back. And I thought it would be fun since we're already like into summer. It's mid-July now. 4th of July has come and gone. We just had a great trip up north to our family's cottage in Canada for the 4th of July. And now we're back home and we're kind of settling back into a routine before we have any more travels planned. And I thought it would be fun to share just what I'm doing to kind of get back on track now that I think the dust has set a little bit for any sleep regressions or sicknesses or anything. Like, I don't want to jinx it because you never know. But I want to share what I'm doing to feel my best, kind of get back into a routine, get back on track as far as like things that I do personally that help me feel like I'm thriving in motherhood, feel like I'm taking care of myself, give me energy. So I thought it'd be fun to share kind of like some summer healthy habits, even though these are things that I kind of carry through the whole year. Some of them are more like seasonally specific, but I thought it'd be fun to share. And I just made my iced matcha for the day. And this is one thing that I think is counterintuitive because when you're not getting great sleep, all you want to do is just drink a lot of coffee. And for me, when I feel like I am running low on energy, if I have too much caffeine, it's actually counterproductive for me. It makes me feel super anxious. It makes me feel like I just want to like close my eyes and escape the day. My heart's racing. I've always been like super sensitive to caffeine. So when I'm feeling really good, really well rested, really relaxed, caffeine actually sits better with me and gives me like the positive effects of the caffeine. Whereas when I'm running low on energy, I'm more stressed, I'm a little bit run down. The caffeine like exacerbates those feelings. It's so interesting. So I'm getting back onto my matcha grind. When I was freshly postpartum, I avoided coffee completely because it's dehydrating and just not great for healing purposes when you're freshly postpartum. And then I kind of really leaned it back into the coffee era, and now I'm like, okay, we need to pull back a little bit. I need to focus on sleep and foundational like wellness things instead. And now I feel like my most vibrant, energetic self when I really limit the caffeine and when I go for a matcha in the morning. So that's what we're doing this morning. My daughter, my 2.5-year-old, is at camp for the morning and my baby is napping. So we got our outdoor workout in this morning. We made our iced matcha and we're gonna get on with the rest of our day. And I wanted to share our new window treatments because in my first vlog, I was deciding on the color I was gonna do and we got them installed. And I love how it came out. It just really like softens the window. And I think it's a really nice sheer, kind of like warm white. And there's one on this window too by our little coffee station. We're really happy with how those came out. And then we installed our new light fixture. There's Brady on the back deck. We installed our new light fixture, which I'm super happy with. I think it just fills this room better. And then final update was our curtains. So I was deciding on what color these I was gonna do as well. So really happy with that. Really like warms up the wall in the room. I kind of wish I extended the rod all the way to this left corner and matched it on the other side to fill more of the wall, but the rod is extendable, so I could always order extra panels and do that on each side. I might do that because at some point we're gonna want to move the light fixture to the left so it's centered on the window, I'm not sure why it was designed off-centered, because it's like centered in the room, but not on the window. So at some point we're gonna wanna change that and shift the table over to be centered on the window. So then maybe when I do that, I'll extend the rod a little bit further out to enlarge the window. But for now, I'm super happy with it. I feel like the spaces feel more finished. And those are the house updates. Okay, I just fed Cole and got dressed for our walk. It is a heat wave here in Michigan. It's like 95 degrees out. So something that I'm trying to get better at this week and for the whole summer is staying on top of my hydration. I'm nursing still full time. I'm still feeding him like 6 times a day. So I need to really prioritize my hydration. Something that I've been loving are these trace mineral drops. We have a reverse osmosis water filter in our house, so it like strips all of the minerals out of the water, strips all the bad stuff, but also strips all of like the natural occurring minerals out of the water. So I have to make sure to remineralize my water, and it really helps with my hydration. So I'm filling up my water, adding my minerals, and then we're gonna head out on a little walk before Romy gets home from camp. Outside. We went on a short walk. I was worried about Brady's paws burning on the pavement, but it's okay because we have a lot of grass in our neighborhood, so I was able to keep him on the grass. But I'm gonna throw together a quick like kind of brunch before Romy gets home, and this is something that I'm really trying to get back on track with and prioritize is my nutrition, especially protein. I know this is like, you know, beating a dead horse at this point, like getting your protein in, but I feel so depleted so fast if I don't really prioritize this, running around after a toddler and still nursing. And it just permeates through like my entire body, life, daily routines, like brain fog, fatigue, joint pain, all of it if I don't get like the proper macronutrients in every day. I know it's really easy to kind of like get off our routines in the summer and eat out a lot and drink and all of that, but I just like can't. I don't have any room for anything. It takes me away from like feeling my best, or else I feel like I can't function in the day-to-day or take care of my kids as well as I want to. So I'm gonna make just like a bunch of scrambled eggs, avocado. I have these healthy bagels. I'll show you. I'm gonna make half a bagel. This is the brand that I've been buying recently. It's so good. Okay, super simple, but does the trick every time. I made 4 eggs. I know it looks like so much. I did a half a bagel with avocado and everything, spice, and then some tomatoes on the side. So this really will keep me satisfied and energized until dinner without having to like snack. And that's kind of where I get off the rails. Like if I have 3 p.m. crash and I feel like I need to grab something, I tend to grab something that's sugary in the afternoon. So this really does the trick for me. I also feel like the best like formula for me in the summer, and if you're a mom like me, you're always looking for like, how do I get like a formula for my day, for my meals, and just take all the thought, like the brain energy out of what you eat, is like a protein shake or like a loaded yogurt bowl for breakfast. And then I have like more of a brunch where I just make a bunch of eggs, healthy sides like that. And then for dinner, I have way more variety, but we tend to have more of like a formula for that too, which I can share in another video, but always just like a protein, a starch, and a veggie or a salad. And then we like to kind of like incorporate theme nights within the week. But I feel like that formula for me really alleviates like me having to think about what I'm gonna eat, and I feel satisfied, energized, and like I'm kind of moving towards my goals that I like, how I want to feel and look after having my second baby. So I'm gonna eat this. Romy's gonna be home soon, and catch you guys in a bit. probably my favorite, but also the hardest healthy habit to keep up with, which is my outdoor workouts. I'm out on my deck and the kids are still sleeping, and it is the best way to start the day. So I come out here, I have my warm drink. I don't know if I talked about this drink in a past video, but this is just warm water with some shatavari powder, and I can link like the spelling and the product that I use, but it's like, I think it's asparagus root powder. But my yoga teacher, who's also an Ayurveda practitioner, recommended this to me for postpartum, really for all women. It's really great for hormone balance, and it's very grounding and warming. And I just put a little bit of raw honey, warm water, and then like half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of this shatavari powder. And there's something about just having your own warm drink in the morning to like ground you and savor, and it's like your own thing before the kids are up. That is just super nourishing. So I'm outside, I'm gonna do a little workout. I don't think I've talked about what I've been doing for workouts since I had Cole, but I am a Legree fitness instructor, which is like a subset of Pilates, a little bit higher intensity than Pilates. Haven't been doing a ton of that since I became pregnant with Cole, and since I've had him, I'm just craving a little bit lower intensity, core friendly movement right now. My favorite platform for at-home fitness right now is called Evlo. I'll link their platform in the description. I am obsessed with, her name is Dr. Shannon, the founder of the method. I just love following them. They're super knowledgeable. They're all doctors of physical therapy, and it's all strength training, but it feels super grounded and kind of Pilates style. So I've been doing Evlo since after I had Romy, when I was really looking to gain some muscle while I was recovering postpartum. I've been doing that, and then I did it all throughout my pregnancy with Cole, and I really felt like I built muscle even when I was pregnant. So it's really gentle. The whole like mantra for their method is gentle consistency. So even if you can only show up and do one set, at least you showed up and did it. So that's where we're at right now. I had a long weekend of not doing a lot of movement. We had some wildfires in Canada. We're in Michigan, and it was so smoky and the air quality was so bad that we had to just basically stay inside for most of the weekend. So that was just a lot of momming inside with babies with a lot of energy. So we're back, we're getting into our healthy routine, and I'm getting my workout in, hopefully before the kids get up. Note, I just want to say I like to keep it fairly simple when it comes to supplements, electrolytes, powders, pills, gummies, all the things, because it can get super overwhelming, especially when you're in a vulnerable state after having babies and feel like you want like a quick fix or an easy way to up your hydration, up your nutrition, or like make yourself feel better. But I found that I always end up feeling like I'm wasting my money if I buy something that I'm like targeted with on Instagram, or promises to be like a catch-all for all of your problems. So when I feel like I'm really dialed in on these healthy habits, it's when I like strip back all of that and I'm doing like the foundational, simple but effective habits. So I mentioned minerals in my water, and then also when I wake up in the morning, I'll just add this mineral sea salt, this Baja Gold mineral sea salt, like half a teaspoon into just a glass of water, and down that, and it's just like, you know, natural electrolytes. So you have to kind of get used to like the salty water in the morning, but that's like, I'll drink that and take all my like morning supplements, like my probiotic and whatever, with my salt water. So I'm like taking my supplements. By the end of taking them, I'm done with the salt water. I feel like I have like natural electrolytes and I'm rehydrated from the night. And it's just so simple. Sometimes I'll put like a little squeeze of lemon in it, but most of the time it's just salt water, and like it really does the trick. I don't need to buy like electrolyte powders. I mean, sometimes they're fun, and like fun to try, but I have like super sensitive skin and my stomach can get a little bit weird from any added sugars or anything like that. Like I found some electrolytes break me out or upset my stomach, and so we just have to keep it simple. And I like to think about like what our ancestors took and did and how they were their most vibrant selves, and that's what I kind of like to model like my health routines after.